twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So all I keep hearing is they have no evidence. It's a very flimsy case. Prosecutors are saying there's nothing here to charge. Oh no, that's not about the Trump, Russia. That's about James Comey. We have talked about it for days on end. You know that. We've put it up here every day while other things are going on, that an indictment's on its way for James Comey. We have said that over and over. It looks like it's getting ready to happen. We will talk about that. Former FBI Director James Comey. Trump fired him. Remember? Okay, so good morning. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Good morning, Diane. 8:02 in the morning. Is it 8:02 already? Give me number one. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. It's raining out there. I mean, man, is it raining? It's pouring. Justice must be served now. Well, just like that. So we have a lot to go over today, and we will. A lot of videos to play. So, you know, I say this being facetious. Is that what it would be? Number 12. So ever since Jimmy Kimmel fought the great battle, remember that great battle that he fought for you and I, our constitutional rights, our freedom of speech? Remember that? Seems like it was just yesterday. Jimmy fought the great battle, and he'll go down in history as the man that retained or gave us back our freedom of speech, right? My God. We must all pause just for a moment and thank Jimmy. I mean, the media, they are just gushing about how Jimmy Kimmel returned freedom of speech. Number 82, 80, and then 79. Number 82. Kimmel scores big views on late night return. Man, they are excited over there. 80. This is big news. Trump threatens ABC over Jimmy Kimmel's return to TV. Number 79. Jimmy Kimmel return draws 6.2 million viewers. Just like that. I mean, and since I feel much comfortable, I hope you're ready for this. Since I feel much comfortable, since my freedom of speech has been returned, number 88, since I feel we're past the point where we can speak freely again in America, I'm not buying it. Not buying it. I told you the other day I watched all 4 hours of the WWE Turning Point USA, cup of coffee in the big time. You know, the next wrestler coming out. I'm not being disrespectful. Get off of my ass. Don't start that way. I watched all 4 hours. Don't criticize me. I watched video after video every minute. And I just thought to myself, I told you, Turning Point USA, could I watch something without being analytical? I can't do it. It's not going to happen. I analyze everything. So I watched every speaker. I listened to every speaker, you know, and I watched how they build it up to the main event. Yes. Had the WWE format, you know, we had to lower, and it kept building and building and building to the main event. And then they had the Trump. But here's the thing. I keep asking myself. So I am going to do this. Charlie Kirk is dead. So that one I'm putting away. All right. I've got people sending me messages, you know, he's not dead, whatever. Okay. You go on, you do what you want to do. But I'm going to put that one away. Charlie Kirk is dead. All right. Going to put that away. And I'm not attacking the young people that are out there. I'm not attacking the young people that are out there all still emotionally whooped up into a frenzy and stirred by the murder, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. But I got to thinking, I watched some video, and there's 70,000 people in this arena. Now, this thing holds, what, 84,000? They rope some areas up. Maybe there's 70. We'll give it 65,000, maybe more. But 65,000 indoors. What is the pyrotechnics? Is that what it's called? And you come out. No parents. I've seen that over and over and over. I've seen that over and over. No parents, no family. You've never seen the parents in the family. Okay, no problem. No problem. Not buying it. I'm not. So take that down. We'll leave that hanging there for a little while, but just not buying it. I mean, you know, Miss Arizona, USA pageant, Miss USA pageant, owned by Donald Trump. Just, Not buying it. So we'll leave that out there. I want to thank Jimmy Kimmel for that moment there. I want to give Jimmy Kimmel a special thank you for restoring my freedom of speech and giving me the courage to go on and make that statement. What a jackass I am this morning. Already at 8:09. What a jack. Sorry, I don't mean to be. But let's move along. We'll talk about that later. Tell me what you think. What do you think? I've asked people over and over, I was very tearful when Charlie was shot. I was. I'm very tearful to think of the facts. I'll say it like that there's two little, he's got two little children. And it's horrific. But I asked everybody, before you go run and put your donation in the offering plate, give a couple days for things to emotionally settle down. See how the organization is going to be structured. I'll say this, and you know me all too well. I cannot shut my damn mouth to where I just say way too much. But I'll say this, I'm trying to figure this out all week. Sitting out there in my safe space, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, all right, so Charlie wanted you to be the CEO. Okay. All right. Okay, fine. Now, are you taking 30 days off? Are the kids in daycare wondering where dad's at? I know everything that comes out of my mouth is a little more insensitive. You're very, very insensitive right now. No, I'm just wondering. I mean, within a week, there was a video. Did you see the video released of her kneeling by the coffin? Like rubbing his jacket. You don't see the face. Have you seen that? You don't see the face. It's real spooky, like, and he's in the coffin, laid out, and she's rubbing the tie, and she's rubbing the hand, and she's saying, Charlie, I love you. Have you seen that? I'm just thinking, wow. And then, I mean, within a week, you're ready to have board meetings and be the CEO and drive this car. Okay. Get off my back. I'm just saying. I'm not buying it. And then the night of the event, it wasn't a funeral. The night of the event, right? Erica sent me 3 fundraising requests. She gave me options, $10, $20, $50, $100, lifetime membership, whatever, I don't know. But Erica sent me, and I get it, Rahm Emanuel Deadfish, right? Was that his name? Went right out of is it Saul Alinsky, the playbook? Whatever. I know. Don't quit being so, I can't help it. And a lot of things have stirred up into me here recently, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. And never let a good crisis go to waste. I get it. This is an enormous, Turning Point USA is an enormous operation. I mean, what do they got? Over 1,500 employees. Now they're going to have more. These are employees. Enormous operation. I mean, you have to feed this monster. So the money's got to roll. I get that. And I'm not upset with that. I mean, I'm not upset that they created this organization, but the money's got to roll. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. So all these new chapters and then 3 fundraising requests. And then I didn't look this morning. It wasn't this morning, but then like the very next day, all of my social media was Turning Point USA merch. Please, I mean, attack me. Go ahead. Yell at me. Call me names. Say, I can't believe you're saying this. But tell me. Just saying. Not buying it. All right. So what else did I tell you? I'm bothered by this. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, is it Thursday and you're bothered? Yes, I'm bothered by this. Give me number 73. Now give me number, I mean, you know what? People cannot pay 107 their property tax. And, you know, I don't want to say protest in the streets, but I look in D.C. and there's these manufactured protests. And I look at all these places around the country and they're manufactured protests, protesting ICE. All right. Well, not to speak of the 3 detainees that were shot yesterday, protesting Trump, protesting whatever. And I'm thinking, when is this country going to rise up and take a stand against the corruption in this world, corruption in this country, corruption in our states and our local community? When are we going to do that? But God forbid they shut TikTok down. Now, I'm on TikTok for transparency. I'll let you know I'm on but you let TikTok shut down. Now, if you're able to go on TikTok today, and I say this for most Americans, you'll overlook the deal that was made. You'll overlook the billionaires and the billionaires. You know, Bernie Sanders is out there doing the whatever against the oligarchs. And I'm not Bernie Sanders, damn it. And I'm not a socialist. But we have billionaires. They're on the cusp. Is it the cusp? Of turning into trillionaires. And on that side of town, we've got people that can't pay their property tax, and we have senior citizens losing their property. And on that side of town, there's somebody getting letters in the mail that they can't pay their medical bills and they got to file bankruptcy and lose their home. I mean, I can give you one right after another. So I told you this. I told you this early on. It has troubled me I told you this. No one talks about it. I talk about it, right? Now, first of all, Trump has flipped on the Ukraine, right? Ukraine. Now, all of a sudden, Ukraine can win. Right? Now, Ukraine can win. Look at the top of this. Look at the top. We're going to come back here to TikTok in a minute. Number 29. He meets at the UN. All right. He meets at the UN. What's that say at the top? Brussels. I've said for years on this program what I say. All the committee hearings are set up. Washington, D.C. is set up as a TV program. How many of you have watched West Wing? I really like that show. Right? Washington, D.C., I have told you for years, every bit of that is a generated TV program. Every bit. All of the members of Congress, Senate, the committees, they are programs that you get to watch. Washington, D.C. is no more than entertainment to manipulate the masses in America to keep you. You know what? Investigate the escalator turning off. You go on social media. Do you know how many Trump supporters? And I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Boom. Right, I am. There's my pin. I'm a Trump supporter. I better show people. Okay, see right here. Got my hat. It's always within reach. You know how many damn Trump supporters are over on social media yelling about the escalator? What? You're $37 trillion in the hole, damn it. The escalator turned off. Shut the hell up. What's that say? Brussels. Who do you think for Trump's Ukraine U-turn? Ursula, of course, says the commission. Ursula. I freaked when I seen this headline. I freaked. I read the article because you know what I read right before that article? So I read this. I read that article right there. Now give me this one here, number 26. Hi, Donald. It's Ursula. She's got his cell phone number. She called him. He picked up the phone. This is a New York Times article. I understand. Say it. Failing New York Times. I get it. I get it. Say it. I don't care. I'm not advocating that these articles are the gospel, but I know this. Trump went into the UN and scorched their asses. Absolutely scorched their asses. Right? And then put out a Truth Social post saying, Ukraine, what can we do for you? Ukraine, whatever you need. Let's get Crimea back. Right? Give me number 24. Give me just a second. I want to make sure. Ooh. I missed a call from my mom. She probably called me to tell me to, you know what I mean? All right, watch my language. All right, sorry, Mom. I missed a call from I knew I missed a call. I was like, oh. All right, so Mom, sorry about the language. Anyhow, how Trump strikes radically different tones in public and in private. President Trump spent a better part of an hour on Tuesday scolding the United General Assembly, saying the UN was useless and that other countries were going to hell. But in a post-speech meeting, right, the UN General Secretary General, Mr. Trump, struck a radically different, even more cordial, if you read the article, New York Times. I'm like, wait a minute. So we get back to James Comey. We'll get back to everything else. This scorched me. Give me number 27. Trump says he'll talk to EU countries about turning the screws on Putin. Number 28, U.S. President Donald Trump said Tuesday he would meet with European leaders to work on taking action against Russia to end the war in Ukraine, even simultaneously argued EU countries were going to hell thanks to open migration policies. In the event that Russia is not ready to make a deal to end the war, then the United States is fully prepared to impose those sanctions. I don't know. I don't know what happened today. Give me number 21. I think when I seen Brussels at the top of that, I mean, I really do. I think when I seen Brussels, I was like, please tell me Trump wears MAGA down with Ukraine reversal. President Donald Trump, stunning reversal on Ukraine, has barely registered in MAGA circles, underscoring how fatigue, is that what it is, and indifference had set in after 8 months of failure to end the war. Why it matters. MAGA's attention is largely locked on domestic turmoil, including the fallout from Charlie Kirk's assassination and Tuesday's shooting of Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Dallas. Oh, so they're busy. So you're busy out there. Look over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. While Trump is up there saying, Ukraine, let's go ahead and get it all back. Let's do that. Now, I, for one, always like to take a moment not to, right? I like to take a moment not to get over emotional, have some patience. Go to Moscow 32. I'm going to get out of this. We're going to get back to James Comey, I promise. Moscow 32. And then here we go. This is over in the Moscow Times. Moscow dismisses NATO airspace violations as hysteria. Now, what's pulling us towards this war? Where is the magnet? NATO. Ever since Joe Biden started this war, allowed this war to start, however you want to frame it, ever since that day, there's always been the narrative, if we don't stop Putin now, he's going to Poland next. If we don't stop Putin now, he will roll right into NATO. That's what we heard as the American people over and over, right? Now, they have done everything to provoke Vladimir Putin and get this war where they want it, the warmongers. You gotta understand, I told you yesterday, China in 40 years, 1 month, March, February, March, Vietnam, Cambodia, territorial border conflict, 30 days, boom, they were gone. China has spent the last 40 years winning the war without firing a shot. Our kids are maimed. Our kids, you don't see, well, we're not allowed to see things like that in China because it's not there, damn it. It's not there. They don't have Wounded Warrior, right? They don't have a Wounded Warrior Foundation over there in China. Well, they kill their people. They kill their people, and they abort babies and blood. Okay, and they run them over with a tank. All right, already. Guess what they don't have? They don't have pictures and pictures of most beautiful women with one leg and men in wheelchairs with no legs and people with no eyes. They don't have that. They didn't fight a damn war for the last 40 years. They haven't. Where's the Chinese have they deployed their troops? Well, they're economically hurting. They're economically hurt. Okay. They have built up Africa. They have built up South America. They have sent fentanyl. They have sent drugs into this country. They have killed your kids, maimed your kids. They have done everything in the world they can to destroy you and did not deploy their military one day, did not fire a rocket, did not test fire what we could see. But they're ready. Their military is built up. Their military is ready because they've had plenty of time. Yes, I do know that there are Chinese sales of things, military, to other countries. But in reality, what have we done ever since on day one? The warmongers. They want this. Now what? We put weapons into Ukraine. They fired them into Russia. Vladimir Putin said that is equivalent to being at war with NATO. Right? Now, what do you have to have? I don't know if these planes are truly in the airspace. But we've gone to their encroaching airspace. Now, number 33, and I'm going to get out. I just got so angry this morning when I looked at Brussels and I saw Ursula, Kiev, the Kiev Independent, all the people who are totally fine with shooting down Russian fighter jets in NATO airspace. Shoot them down. I don't want my kids at war. I guess I'm the bad guy, right? Now this one, I'm going to get out, Diane. I'm going to get out. Give me number 37. I got to get out of this and get on to James Comey. Airport drone attack seemed professional, says Danish minister, but no evidence of Russian action. What? Are you telling me that they have drones? Are you telling me drones have been identified? I thought I had another one, but I'm not going to take an enormous amount of time. Let me see if I have my second one here. I thought I had another one talking about drones in the airspace. No, I think that's the only one I pulled up that I cropped out. There's several countries that say drones. Did we ever figure out where those drones were coming from over in New Jersey and Pennsylvania and everywhere? Oh, okay. We never got total clarification on that. All right, so we're going to take a break. Number 9, one of my favorites. Number 9. I don't know why. There's Marco Rubio realizing now he has to be a United Nations escalator repairman. That's one of my favorites. And then this one is, so I'm sitting here this morning and I'm thinking to myself, I got to come back and do my TikTok. How about this? Now, this has everybody worked up. All right. Give me number 70, 69, and then 68. There you go. This has everybody worked up. Everybody's worked up. There you go. Oh, the auto pen. Now, Trump can say, go ahead and give me number 69. Yes. He's put the auto pen up. Trump could say that he's ready to back down to Brussels and ready to fight Russia at any time. But as long as he investigates that escalator and as long as he puts up Joe Biden as the auto pen, well, those make for great TikToks. Take a break.
It's Truck Month Plus at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $11,000 off new Silverado 1500 crew cabs. Plus, get $500 bonus cash for your trade. Pick your Silverado from our huge selection. Save a whopping $11 grand off. Plus, $500 bonus cash for your trade during Truck Month Plus at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. And you know what? I did. There's a couple things here. I got in a little trouble from my mother about my language, so we will try on that. Okay. I did. I got in a little trouble on that. So that's one that happened. And two, thank you for your text messages. I mean, I've said this before. My favorite messages is when people disagree, but know that, well, I guess let me just put it like this. Since Jimmy Kimmel restored freedom of speech, how long am I going to use that one, right? Since we're all able to take a deep breath and enjoy our freedom of speech thanks to that pioneer, Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, enough's enough. Stop it. Stop it with that. But thank you for your text messages. I'm great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I really did. So, I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. You remember when late night was funny? I'm going to play you a little late night clip later when late night was funny. All right, so I don't want the show to be where people tune in to see what's bothering me that day. I don't want it to turn into that. But while we're on that, let me tell you something else that's really bothering me. Well, that's the theme of the show. You know, I have told you over and over. I'm trying to. So, number 71. Now, I said from day one that you and I, the American people, on a daily basis, we're getting set up, all right? They wanted to save us from TikTok, save us from China, right? Save us from China. I'm not going to break right now to do that, but so, I found it. I'll get to it in a minute. I knew I had it here. So they want to save us from China, right? The algorithm. They get the guy from ByteDance up there. Remember that? Just stay with me, 75. You have to, America, you have to start getting tired of this nonsense. You really do. I mean, go to the mailbox, your car insurance is up. Go to the mailbox, your homeowner's insurance is up. You're shopping all over the place. Go and see your taxes are going up. But they've got to buy a new municipal building. They got to build a new building. Well, we need it. We actually, our law enforcement said in our local community, we need a tank. What? Yeah, we should just have one in case. I mean, it's over and over. America has to you have to stop. This guy right here, I forget his name. Remember, he's the CEO of ByteDance. You remember they brought him up to the TV show? Remember that? The committee hearing where they do their TV show? And they put him up there and he answered, no, the algorithm and where they store the servers and can China access, or if he's told to give everything to China. Remember those hearings? And we passed a law, a bipartisan. Don't forget, it was bipartisan. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle agreed. TikTok must be stopped. TikTok must be stopped. While a guy that stole an election or participated in the theft and stealing and taking our democracy away from us, Mark Zuckerberg is sitting there and the president looks over and says, could you pass the rules? I'm like, what the? Not going to say it. I'm like, what? Serenity now. Serenity now. So, remember, this guy came to D.C., right? And then we passed the laws. And we must stop TikTok. Not the Chinese balloon flying over the country, but TikTok. We got to get it, right? Okay. Now, Trump keeps extending it. Because if Trump extends it another 100 days and then extends it another 100 days, he will sign the deal in the midst of what? Government shutdown, talks, people losing their job. Now, I love my president of the United States. He's the one I have. At least I have a president of the United States. The last 4 years were run by committee. He's running the place, like it or not. But you're out there this morning talking about indicting James Comey, firing government employees, and it's the perfect time to sign a deal on TikTok and give it to, right? Number 71. I mean, you can't find a better time to give TikTok to Larry Ellison. I mean, who's going to be bothered today? So Oracle's going to get the majority stake of TikTok. ByteDance will still have some of it. Some of it Fox News Corp will have. Trump will sign the deal today. Larry Ellison, Oracle set to spearhead U.S. oversight of TikTok algorithm. We got Peter Thiel, Palantir, is that Peloton, Palantir, whatever their name is? He's over doing a seminar on the Antichrist. Serenity now. And here we are, Larry Ellison. And this is, I know, fake news. I get it. Fake news. Right? So give me number 72. I read this article. I was like, wait a minute. And then I went to the Wired. Wait till you get Bloomberg. Why Oracle has a starring role and proposed TikTok deal. And then you go over to Slate, go read these articles. Go over to Slate number 73, right? Larry Ellison just quietly became the most powerful man in America. Now, where is this picture at? I'm going to give that to you. Because I've said this how many times? If you're new to the show, I'm glad you're here because you need to hear it. Quietly be on the edge of being a trillionaire. Oracle, their servers, TikTok, will be running through Oracle servers. Oracle, Larry Ellison, will have control of the algorithm. And then number 74, this one is an interesting headline. You can go to these articles and read them. Larry Ellison is a shadow president in Donald Trump's America. Now, that could anger some people to say, how dare you say that? And that could get people to say to me, you believe that? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Larry Ellison is a shadow president in Donald Trump's America. One more time for those out in your Belinda, California, right? Yes. That where it takes a minute, give me number. I want number 43, but not yet. I want 73. Now, you see this picture? Now, where are they at? 43? Please remember this. See, Trump knew if he extended TikTok 90 days. He extended TikTok 90 days. He extended TikTok 90 days. Sooner or later, we'd get out there in TikTok land where sign the deal, it's over. Do you have, remember when they were up on Capitol Hill, right? All those young, youthful reporters climbing the steps. Do you see anybody chasing Marjorie Taylor Greene? Hey, what do you think of Larry Ellison getting control of TikTok? You see him chasing, Josh Hawley? What do you think? They don't chase, what's his name, very far, Methuselah. He has no more chase left in him. But anyhow, you see him chasing anybody down the hall? What do you think of this? No. Trump announces $500 billion AI infrastructure investment in U.S. Sam Altman, right? The date. Look at the date of this. January 21st, 2025. What happened January 20th, 2025? He was sworn in. Right? He was sworn in as the 47th president of the United States of America. Has a nice, they got a nice afternoon, lunch, couple executive orders, takes a little break, goes to bed, gets up the next morning, and his very first act, January 21st, 2025, is Larry Ellison and Sam Altman. Very first. Sam Altman, the guy that there's this whole thing with one of his employees, the suicide, right? This is Sam Altman, the guy who has no moral compass, does not believe there's a God, no moral compass whatsoever, running the AI. But Larry Ellison, TikTok. Now, as long as Americans could go like this and be able to watch 30-second videos about the rapture, we're good. Okay, so give me number 83, and then we're going to come back so I can focus and switch gears. I've got to get onto the James Cohen. Drone sightings. Look where the drone sightings are. Norway, Denmark, Copenhagen Airport, Oslo, right? Drones force Denmark's second airport closure this week. No big deal, guys. We had them right off we had them right all over Jersey. You from Jersey? See the drone? Take a break.
It's Truck Month Plus at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $11,000 off new Silverado 1500 crew cabs. Plus, get $500 bonus cash for your trade. Pick your Silverado from our huge selection. Save a whopping $11 grand off. Plus, $500 bonus cash for your trade during Truck Month Plus at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender. We take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
You have to excuse me during a break. I like tangerines. You like tangerines? I like tangerines. I like to have a tangerine during the break. I'm trying to eat them. The tariffs are so damn high. My tangerine. Oh, excuse me. Bad words. Ooh. Right out of the box. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I got in trouble. All right. So, well, you guys are worked up. So you got all worked up because I said pass the rolls. You got all worked up. Sorry. He was just being polite. You guys, the messages you guys send me, he said Trump was just being polite when he said pass the rolls, please. That was great. Thank you very much. You made my day. I was like, I read your text messages. I read your text messages during the breaks. I do. I don't take a break. I get no time off. I get no respect. So I read your messages during the break. I'm in a great mood now. Well, we'll see what happens. And the Georgia hour is coming up at 10 o'clock. I'm going to relax. I'm going to chill for a minute here. But I read your messages during the break, all of them. And you know, like I said earlier, since Jimmy Kimmel, and we now have our freedom of speech, I'm not letting that go. I mean, you should hear the left out there. Jimmy was just defending freedom of speech. Thankfully, he was getting support from Ted Cruz. Anyhow, thank you for your messages. Please keep them coming, and please, just like they are. Don't sugarcoat them. I won't read them if you start sugarcoating the messages. Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. So, James Comey, I told you this, right? We talked about this. James Comey, we have time is running out. And the statute, you remember when Jerry Seinfeld and Kramer got into the argument of statue and statute, right? You remember that. Anyhow, so time is running out. They have to indict Comey. The guy down in the Northern District of Virginia, wherever it's at, he didn't want to do it. Trump got rid of him. I do not know this lady's name. I forget her name, number 63. I understand she does not have a real background in prosecuting. She is now the prosecuting. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Good morning, Diane. DOJ weighing potential charges against Comey. So I put this up the other day. Let me show you some of the graphics here that are out there because they're very upset. Well, I'm not going to Europe now. You got to get fingerprinted. Yeah, I mean, I called the airlines yesterday and canceled my flight. And they said, we can't find any record of your flight. And I said, yes, I know. But if I was going, I'd cancel it. Anyhow, where do we have it here? Let's see. I don't know if I want to do that one right now because that one gets me angry also. I know. I can't help it, folks. I'm an America First person. So what do we have here? Where we got it? Give me number 25. U.S. attorney races to present case against James Comey. It remains to be seen whether a career prosecutor would be willing to present a case to a grand jury or whether jurors would bring an indictment. So there's always a grand jury assembled. So not to go down that road right now, but you have your grand jury. There's grand juries are always assembled. And if memory serves me right, it's for a 1-year term. So if you're in your local, if you're in your local court system and you get called to grand jury duty, it's never your place. It's never your place to find guilt or innocence. All you're doing at a grand jury is hearing a presentation from the prosecutor and making a decision if you see enough that it should go to court. And if you know a prosecutor, which, I've dealt with many, all right, and I've had a couple DAs, maybe for another day, teach me a lot of very important stuff. But I have taken cases to a district attorney in the past. And a good district attorney, let me put it like that, will prosecute if there's a crime. But they'll look at you and they'll say, I can't find the crime. I've been in a DA's office, district attorney, and I've presented a case. And they listened, and when they got done, they said, okay, I can't find the crime. I'll tell you what else I can't do. I can't go into a grand jury and get a grand jury to back that there's enough here to go to a court. Now, every grand jury opens up, and it should. I don't know about one you ever served on, but every grand jury is supposed to open up, and when you get charged your duties, it's supposed to be explained to you that you are there representing the community, the population. When you make these decisions, you're making a decision on to spend taxpayer money, and that you feel it's worthy to spend taxpayer money to bring these cases. So it's very important for a grand jury to take this serious. So there's a grand jury assembled. They're going to take the evidence to the grand jury. Here is one thing that I've talked to you about, and I've put on the screen for days. There's a lot of things that you're never told. But as you listen today, you'll be told, if you do listen to any of the media will start telling you how weak the case is, right? Give me number 7. Remember, this was quiet last week. A subpoena was served on Columbia law professor Daniel Richman, a close friend of Comey's who has been accused of serving as a conduit for leaks to the media. Comey is under investigation, and the subpoena for his friend can only be viewed as ominous. Now, Comey leaked. This is out there, Jonathan Turley. You can go to Jonathan Turley. This is September 20th. Today's the 25th. You didn't hear this on any news cycles. That this individual, this professor that Comey kept leaking stuff to, has been subpoenaed. We showed you here last week. How many times did we put this up? Then you can go. Let me show you where you can go if you get a minute. Give me number. I think it's 45. If you want to read, you want a good place to read when it comes to things like this. Comey associate and Columbia professor Daniel Richman subpoenaed. Jonathan Turley is always writing amazing articles there. So this is out there now. So remember, lying to the FBI. Oh, by the way, a little break in the action. George Santos is in prison. I mean, I know you were running, looking at out the windows and everything. Don't worry. George Santos, they got George Santos. He's in prison. He's been 30 days of solitary confinement. They got their man. Now, moving right along, here is Chuck Grassley, video 4.
Director Comey, have you ever been an anonymous source in news reports about matters relating to the Trump investigation or the Clinton investigation?
Never.
Question 2 on relatively related. Have you ever authorized someone else at the FBI to be an anonymous source in news reports about the Trump investigation or the Clinton investigation?
No.
Has any classified information relating to President Trump or his associates been declassified and shared with the media?
Not to my knowledge. There have been a variety of leaks. Well, leaks are always a problem, but especially in the last 3 to 6 months. Look, this was terrible. It makes me mildly nauseous to think that we might have had some impact on the election. But honestly, it wouldn't change the decision. Everybody who disagrees with me has to come back to October 28th with me and stare at this and tell me what you would do. Would you speak or would you conceal? And I could be wrong, but we honestly made a decision between those two choices that even in hindsight, and this has been one of the world's most painful experiences, I would make the same decision. I would not conceal that on October 28th from the Congress. And I sent a letter to Congress. By the way, people forget this. I didn't make a public announcement. I sent a private letter to the chairs and the rankings of the oversight committees. I know it's a distinction without a difference in the world of leaks, but it was very important that I tell them instead of concealing. And reasonable people can disagree, but that's the reason I made that choice. And it was a hard choice. I still believe in retrospect, the right choice, as painful as it.
Now, he's talking about when he came out on October 28th in the 2016 election and made the announcement about Hillary Clinton. Now, that being said, of all people, but we want to hear all of them, go ahead and give me Lindsey Graham, video 6.
Do you stand by your House testimony on March 20th that there was no surveillance of the Trump campaign that you're aware of?
Correct.
You would know about it if they were, is that correct?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Now, we know he lies. We know there's surveillance of the Trump campaign. We know it was spied on. Trump said they were spied on. We know he lied to Chuck Grassley, flat out. People go to prison for that. People go to prison. There's so many times that when the FBI brings someone in and sits them down and they go through everything, when they get done, they have nothing, but you told that little white lie. So they'll get you on that. It happens all the time. All the time. So let's go with Morning Joe, video 14.
Cruz questioned Comey over former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe's insistence that Comey was aware of McCabe's decision to leak.
Chairman Grassley asked you point blank, quote, have you ever been an anonymous source in news reports about matters relating to the Trump investigation or the Clinton investigation? You responded under oath, quote, never. So your testimony is you've never authorized anyone to leak. And Mr. McCabe, if he says contrary, is not telling the truth. Is that correct?
Again, I'm not going to characterize Andy's testimony, but mine is the same today.
As Joe mentioned, this comes just...
So multiple times he continues to lie to Congress under oath. Under oath he lies. Now, ABC, every single network is running defense for the guy. This is opening at 4 a.m. this morning. And I always tell you, the reason I start watching at 4 a.m. is all of these networks start setting the narrative for the day that they're going to run, to manipulate. Give me video 8.
FBI Director James Comey could soon face federal charges. Sources say federal prosecutors plan to ask a grand jury to indict Comey for allegedly lying to Congress and for obstruction. It comes just days after President Trump publicly urged the Attorney General to prosecute his political enemies, mentioning Comey by name. Sources say Trump's new hand-picked U.S. Attorney, Lindsey Halligan, is expected to move forward with the case, despite a recommendation from prosecutors that Comey not be charged due to a lack of evidence. The clock is ticking. The statute of limitations expires next week.
Now, how did they know there's a lack of evidence? How did they know that? That's what you will hear. Now, Trump wants to, and I want to get out of this. I've got several other things this morning. All right, where are we at here? Trump wants to, where is his political enemies, as they call it? I had it here a minute ago. Maybe I didn't. There it is, 62. Give me 62. Pam, I have reviewed over 30 statements. What about Comey, Schiff? I don't hear him say anything about enemy and saying, let's go after them in any way. Let me just, well, yeah, let me put this up as she said, political enemy. They will continue to say things like, retribution. Retribution. This is not retribution. These are criminals. They'll continue to say political opponents and weaponizing the DOJ. But that's what they're running with, because during the Biden administration, see, that's what they did. Anything they start yelling is what they're guilty of. They're guilty of retribution. They're guilty of going after their political opponents. They're guilty of weaponizing the DOJ. The only thing we are doing is asking to prosecute criminals. That's the whole complete difference. We just want criminals prosecuted. We're not going after our political enemies. I mean, I've run a race and I had an opponent and I lost a political race. I mean, I've had them go after me. I ran a race and I won a race. And Marcy McCarthy and Sally Grubbs and Josh McCoon, they all went after me. I mean, I understand what retribution is about. I understand going after political opponents. I understand how all that works. But that's not what we're doing here. We're trying to prosecute criminals. And they did everything to ruin people's lives, destroy their lives. And every time I get so angry, listen to the roundtable this morning, video 15 at Morning Joe.
They're kicking the gear, and whether it's direct orders, in this case it clearly was, or just a tone set by the White House, by the president, that he is seeing people while he wants them to carry out his wishes. And even if this doesn't go anywhere, it's still, for James Comey, it is expensive, it is exhausting, it is stressful.
I wonder if there's a legal defense fund out there for people like James Comey who are targeted by the president.
One wonders. I mean, James Comey has his, not too many fans on either side of the aisle, truthfully, but certainly there'll be people who see this and say, this is unfair, this is unjust. We could help out. But this is part of the idea. Is you make Trump, as a private citizen with his litigation, his propensity for lawsuits, he knows he can outlast people, he can spend money, he can make their life miserable, even if their facts don't support him.
George, talking about
Do not get me started. So this is going on in the world. James Comey hopefully will be indicted with others soon. Give me number 76. But this is what people are listening to, right? This is out there. These are the things that are important. Americans who think toxic masculinity is a problem. Just say it. Toxic masculinity. Why? And then this one here, number 77. This is a poll that is out. Believe society would benefit from return to traditional gender roles. Traditional. Now take a deep breath. Benefit. Would you benefit from going, those old traditions we used to have of gender roles, boy, girl? And then number 67, as we're talking about freedom of speech, right? YouTube to reinstate accounts banned for COVID-19 claims. Give me video 12.
Into this now, YouTube says it plans to reinstate some accounts that it previously banned for violating rules against repeatedly posting what it said was misinformation about COVID-19 and the 2020 election. An attorney for YouTube's parent company, Alphabet, sent a letter about the new policy to the Republican House Judiciary Committee, which said in part, quote, as online platforms, including Alphabet, grappled with these decisions, the administration's officials, including President Biden, created a political atmosphere that sought to influence the actions of platforms based on their concerns regarding misinformation. It is unacceptable and wrong when any government, including the Biden administration, attempts to dictate how the company moderates content. Meanwhile, Facebook's...
Okay. As you can see, YouTube is going to reinstate some. Now, I did apply to get mine back. I did fill out the form yesterday to get my account back, because I will tell you this, YouTube stole from our company an enormous amount of videos. And if anything, I'd like to get the account back, because I'd like to show you the video of the one video that they shut us down. It was over. They took everything. So anyhow, all right, let's take a break. I'm going to read your text messages while I'm on break, and we'll be right back. Take a break.
It's Truck Month Plus at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $11,000 off new Silverado 1500 crew cabs. Plus, get $500 bonus cash for your trade. Pick your Silverado from our huge selection. Save a whopping $11,000 off. Plus, $500 bonus cash for your trade during Truck Month Plus at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done.
Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting edge digital technology and state of the art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second to none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
I just thought of something. So I was wondering, you guys are awful chatty this morning. You guys are you're chatty. Awful. I love it. I love it. Yes, grand juries. Now, there are different grand juries. There is a state grand jury. There is a local grand jury in your district, your county, or your judicial district. There are federal grand juries. They are all different. I do think they seat federal grand juries for a longer term, whatever. Someone sent me a message, said they were on a grand jury and they were seated for 4 months. What that means, and that's very accurate. That could be very accurate in your area or the court system that you were seated in. 4 months could be very accurate. But what that means is once you're seated, if you have a crime, they could call the grand jury in at any time. Or if there's a case that the prosecutor needs to get an indictment, they can call a grand jury in at any time. You are active for all of those months that you're serving that term. Anyhow, so I was wondering, I've gotten so many messages this morning, and I was like, I'm waiting, like, when is Diane going to send me a message or say something? And, you know, she types up a transcript on everything we do and we publish it. When we publish the videos, Diane puts a transcript with it. So I've asked her, and maybe we could try again. Maybe we could try a new program. But I asked her one time, I said, can't you just load the video into, you know, an AI program and get the transcript back? And she said, it doesn't work with you. That's what she said. She said, I tried. I have to go in and make more corrections. I tried. You have stumped AI for the current time. Maybe she could find another program and try it again. So anyhow, I just thought it was funny. Because I'm all over the map some days. I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Now, we brought up a subject yesterday, and I got some text messages on this because we have an upcoming election in Georgia that's very important, and we've got several things on the ballot. So we're going to touch the third rail during the Georgia Hour. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to touch the third rail. So that being said, now the ICE, I absolutely agree with this. I agree with this. I'm like, I mean, so how hard is it? It's not. It's really not. It's not costly. It's not hard to do. But I got this message talking about drones. Why don't they use drones to check the roofs of these before these people speak. We should have drones flying all over these events. I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you. 3,000 people. I mean, you're going to have 5 or 6 roof lines, 4,000 people outside event. I mean, you can have drones up there. Beep, 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 beep. I agree 100%. I mean, why would we have, with drone capability, why would we have anyone on a rooftop before scanning them? I agree 100%. I mean, I am heartbroken that Charlie Kirk got killed. I am just heartbroken over that. So anyhow, moving right along here. California, yesterday we have the ice. Now, number 19. Now, they're all upset because some people are talking about the left, right? Now, the bullet says anti-ice. I have to tell you this again. I, myself, do you go deer hunting and write a message? I mean, do you write messages on your ammo? I don't know. I mean, this gets me, but I find it interesting. We keep finding this ammo, right? Number 92 with messages. Okay. Ammo with messages. Now, so this guy gets on a roof. He's shooting at an ICE office. And I will say this. They never shut up about ICE agents. It's nonstop. They attack ICE agents. They're trying to get the people out of this country that broke the law. ICE agents are law enforcement. Period. You can't decide you support one level of law enforcement and not the other. So, they continue. Let me see. I've got a couple here I want to show you. So we have here we go. Number 90. Trump attacks on the radical left. Attacks on the radical left. So they're all upset that they say we're attacking the radical left. And they keep bringing up Paul Pelosi. So here's one. Now think about this. Out in California, I'll put this together. I got to get out of the way. I got to get ready for the George Hour. Out in California, 109. They passed a law. I think it was a law. I do think Gavin Newsom. It's a law. Check it out. That law enforcement can't wear a mask, right? They can't wear a mask. And they want you to have to identify yourself, ICE, so they can attack your family, so they can attack you, attack your children, find your home address. Exactly, right? Absolutely. So in California, they say you can't wear a mask. And the reason they wear a mask is just that. So you can't identify them with facial recognition to go attack their children, their family, their kids at school, whatever. And they will. They are lunatics. But here's who can wear a mask. Now this is okay. Give me number 66. This, if you're in California, right? Security cameras capture suspects robbing a jewelry store. Watch this video. Give me video 13.
All right, you got to take a look at this right now. Police have detained several suspects after a brazen, I mean, this video is wild, a brazen smash and grab robbery at a jewelry store in San Ramon, California. Security camera video you see shows about 20 masked people entering Heller Jewelers and smashing glass display cases on Monday afternoon. Police believe they stole an estimated $1 million worth of jewelry. Officials say several of the suspects were armed, and at least one of them fired a round through the front entrance of the store. Incredibly, no injuries were reported. The jewelry store is expected to reopen on Saturday. And one got a pickaxe there. That is crazy.
One has a pickaxe. That is crazy. So now, that is an acceptable mask to them. Can't make that up. All right, take that down. We got a couple things. I've got the Georgia Hour. And, I've talked about Jimmy Kimmel. And I thought about this. I don't even know whether to waste time on this or not. I don't know. I don't know whether to waste time on it or not. But every time I see Jimmy Kimmel come up, number 79, and I think about what's taking place and how they talk about freedom of speech, it takes me back. It seriously does. It takes me back to when late night was funny. I'm going to throw this one at you. Late night was funny. Don't go anywhere. Video 16.
No, I'm a bad drinker, Johnny. I mean, when I drink, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The next day, I usually wake up in some strange place with a kid with an accent playing with my feet.
Happened to you too. I'm sorry, man. I'm a Johnny Carson, Rodney Dangerfield. Johnny Carson lost it. It happened to you too, huh? Yeah. Sorry, I just had to throw that one in there. Oh, Hillary Clinton. Let's roll with the Hillary Clinton. White Christian men. Video 7.
We haven't gotten to the more perfect union, and we fought a civil war over part of it. Mm-hmm. And people have been protesting, for hundreds of years that, things were not as they should be, given our ideals and how we should be moving toward them. So I think that's what makes us so special as a country. And the idea that you could turn the clock back and try to recreate a world that never was, dominated by, let's say it, white men of a certain persuasion, a certain religion, a certain point of view, a certain ideology, is just doing such damage to what we should be aiming for. And we were on the path toward that. I mean, imperfectly, lots of, bumps along the way, but I agree with you, we were on the right trajectory.
Let me.
Number 13, right? Number 13. Now, Hillary Clinton slams Christian white men on Morning Joe 2 weeks after Charlie Kirk's Christian white men. Just saying. Take that down. Now, number 15, White House directs agencies to prep for mass firings ahead of potential shutdown. So we're going to have a shutdown. There's going to be a government shutdown. The reason they're talking about number 15, mass firings, they passed a rule. Sorry about that. I did not mean to hit that button. My sincere apology. They passed a rule that I was trying to read something. They passed a rule that if you have a government shutdown, all the government employees, they get back pay. When they finish it, they get back pay. Government employees are like, government shutdown, call the airlines. Let's take that vacation now, right? So, because the fact that they all get back pay, Trump's saying they're sending out a memo. We're going to fire all of you. Oh, no, you're not getting the back pay. As soon as if Democrats let the government shut down and you go home, you're going to stay home. So we'll talk about this tomorrow, a little more in depth tomorrow. We're going to go to the Georgia Hour next. Give me number 2. We're going to talk about this. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Number 2, we're going to talk about the fish fry that we've got coming up. We're going to talk about that. And Fulton County. I really think Ed Martin is going to put the pressure in the judge. I think we may see or find out if they've destroyed the evidence in Fulton County. Who would go to jail? So be right here. Don't go anywhere. 10 o'clock. We like to take a little bit of a break for the Georgia Hour. And if you have news around the state of Georgia, go ahead and send it to me. We're going to be talking about that. Take a break.
It's Truck Month Plus at Day Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $11,000 off new Silverado 1500 crew cabs. Plus, get $500 bonus cash for your trade. Pick your Silverado from our huge selection. Save a whopping $11 grand off. Plus, $500 bonus cash for your trade during Truck Month Plus at Day Chevrolet in Jasper. Day Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic Embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
It's Truck Month Plus at Day Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $11,000 off new Silverado 1500 crew cabs. Plus, get $500 bonus cash for your trade. Pick your Silverado from our huge selection. Save a whopping $11,000 off. Plus, $500 bonus cash for your trade during Truck Month Plus at Day Chevrolet in Jasper. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
It's Truck Month Plus at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $11,000 off new Silverado 1500 crew cabs. Plus, get $500 bonus cash for your trade. Pick your Silverado from our huge selection. Save a whopping $11 grand off. Plus, $500 bonus cash for your trade during Truck Month Plus at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting edge digital technology and state of the art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second to none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to
Okay, so I got a text message yesterday. It really bugged me. Not the individual, but the message. Yeah, it bugged me because well, we'll get to that in just a minute. I'll be glad to tell you in just a moment because I'm going to read some of it. I'm your host, BKP. It's time for the Georgia Hour. The Georgia Hour. On voiceofruralamerica.com. Now, I want to say this. We have another election coming up in Georgia, and I appreciate. Someone sent me a message yesterday that said, they watched the show and they said, it's really bothering me voting for these rhinos, but I understand what you're saying. And I wanted to be very clear, and I am not advocating just vote R. Okay? That's how we got in this mess in the first place, is we were convinced that we were doing the right thing. It was always better to vote Republican than a Democrat. Now, it doesn't matter whose name, Mitt Romney, John McCain, it does not matter whose name's on the ballot. And I think that's going to come to head here real soon. We'll talk about that in a minute. I think that challenge, we've hit that wall, and I'll give it to you in just a minute on what I'm talking about. But, we always go out there like, I did it. I did it, right? Relax. Now, the one thing you're assured of when you come here, I'm going to be honest with you. All right? I encouraged people. This is very dangerous. I'm going to see people this weekend. I'm going to be out in public this weekend, Diane, with a bunch of people. I don't know if there's things I should say today. But I encourage people to vote for Brian Kemp. I said it. I did. In the last election, 2022, I went in front of rooms and I told people I got a call from a lady that she doesn't speak to me. She won't speak to me now. She was told she's not allowed. That's what's so funny in Georgia. They're told they can't talk to me. They don't know why. They're just told they can't. It's humorous. But so I get a phone call from a lady in a county. I'm not going to bring it up. And she said, could you come over here and talk to my GOP? I need you to talk to them because they don't want to go vote. And I said, okay, I'm on my way. So I went over there. Now, the reason I start with that, now I'll get to this in just a minute. I went and advocated voting for Brian Kemp for one reason only. I did not want Stacey Abrams cleaning out all of our courtrooms and our judges. I mean, per se, putting new judges on the bench. She can't do that. Well, she can appoint judges. All right. I didn't want her going in and making all the appointments. Georgia has the most powerful governor's office in the United States. I do think so. Check it out and send it to me. All right. I'm pretty sure the governor's office in the state of Georgia is the most powerful governor's office in the US of A. Powerful. More appointments, power, decisions. Now, and I don't want to be redundant, but ask your lawmakers. Ask your lawmakers. This is what will be a stopper for you, like you'll have to scratch your head. Now, would it be terrible, no matter if it's a Republican or a Democrat, would it be terrible if we could roll back a little of the power from our governor's office regardless? Would it be terrible? No, it wouldn't. It would be the right thing to do to roll back the power in the governor's office, right? The power in John Burns, the Speaker of the House's office, and the power of the Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. Would that be a bad thing? No, it would not. Because your lawmakers and my lawmakers go to Atlanta and they live in fear of not, they can't get out of line. So if Stacey Abrams, you ask your lawmakers, what are you going to do if Stacey Abrams wins? We're going to call a special session and strip the governor of all of her powers. Okay. So wait till we get a Democrat on the ballot and a Republican and go to your lawmaker and say, what if Jason Estevez, what if Lucy McBath, what if, not Lucy McBath, what if the lady from Atlanta, I forget her name, I don't care, Keisha Lance Bottoms, what if they become the next governor? They're going to say, we'll call a special session and strip the governor of her powers. Or their power, right? Well, why not do that now? And not strip it, but put it back into where it should be. So we have to vote for all of these people right now. What I mean, public service commissioner, we got to get out. We got to get these people passed so we can look at the real races and have an opportunity to challenge those where we can make a difference. Now, yesterday, someone asked me to run for Senate District 51. And Senate District 51, I think it's 51, right? Someone asked me yesterday to run for Senate District 51. And I wasn't exactly opposed, and that would be Pickens County, right? Gilmer County, Fannin County, right? Union County, and then go over the mountain, a portion of White County, Lumpkin County, and I think a portion of Dawson County, if I have that correct. So Steve Gooch, the current senator in District 51, is running for lieutenant governor, leaving that seat open. And the top 5, folks, if you don't know him, rhinos, terrible, absolutely terrible candidate, Will Wade, who is House Rep, I think, from the 8th District. Governor Kemp, floor leader, is running for State Senate 51. And I'm sitting here, because that's my Senate district, and I'm sitting here and I'm saying, oh my God. But nobody's running against him. He's going to be our state senator. Somebody called me, will you run for this district? And I said, I'll tell you what. Call me back when you have the first commitment of $100,000. You have the first commitment of $100,000. Now, that's where the problem is. The job is 18.5. 18.5. And Senate District 21, folks, just spent on the Republican side $1 million. $1 million for Senate District 21 in that race. So I said, put me $100,000 down. And then ask me the question again. So I'm not making an announcement. I'm not running for Senate District 51. But we have to solve these problems in campaign finance. We have to. We have to get the lobbyists out of the way. We have to stop the lobbyists from running our politicians, corporations from running our politicians, to where that's who they listen to. They come to your Republican Party meeting and pretend. And what do? You run up to take pictures with these people. Do you see them going to lobbyist events and going to Facebook? Do you? Do you see them on Facebook with their arm around the lobbyists that are running the show and writing the laws? No, you don't. They do that behind closed doors. And then, I had a great time at this Republican meeting this morning, and I had a great time. And they run up, and you run up and take pictures with them. Now, I'm not telling you shouldn't have a picture with someone you like, but it's like, they're not any damn heroes. That gets me. That just stings when I see that over and over. So anyhow, getting back to Georgia, right? Yesterday, I touched the third rail. Now, give me number 4. I'm going to be out. Number 2. Give me number 2, all right? Number 2 first. We're going to be at the fish fry. We're going to talk about the fish fry in a minute. So, that's why I have to be careful. I can't believe that I'm going to actually look at this. What are you trying to do to me today? In House District 30, Derek McCollum will probably be running unopposed, and his voting score is 47. He votes with Democrats. What the hell? I mean, is this what you're going to do to me today? No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say it like that. Thank you. Look around. All right, so I got to get away from this just for a second, because look around everywhere. I mean, I got Senate District 51 over here. This is a terrible candidate. I can't afford to run against this individual. This is what they've done on purpose. John Burns, right? John Burns, Burt Jones, Lieutenant Governor, Senate leadership, House leadership, the governor of Georgia. They picked the replacements. And then what they did is they put these leadership funds in place. They put these House and Senate districts basically out of reach. Out of reach. There are bad candidates, but there's a lot of good candidates out there that would step up and run. But they don't have the money. They don't have the money. I mean, State House District where I live, 7. Fannin County, Gilmer County, 2 little counties, right? And a small portion of Dawson. I mean, the joke used to be Fannin, Gilmer, and Burt's Pumpkin Farm. You got to have $100,000 in the bank. Job pays $18,000 a year, plus lobbyist benefits. All right, so let me get off that. We're going to be down to fish fry now. So give me number 4. I need from you all around the state. This is the only hour. There's no other hour out there that will actually touch the third rail. There's not. So if you're in Georgia, regardless of what the news is, you got something going down in your economic development. Oh, that one gets me to heartburn. The economic development. Oh, yes. So anyhow, you got anything happening around the state? Who's running? What's going on? Send it to me. Now, I put this up. Qualified candidates, District 2, District 3, for PSC Commission in November. And what I said yesterday is, what I said yesterday is that they have we have municipal races. Sorry about that. I lost my train left the track. So we have municipal races. And then I started getting messages, well, we have SPLOST. All right. So I said, you know what? And here's what I got. And this is what hit me the wrong way. Not the individual. The Hall County has a renewal SPLOST. No, it doesn't. No, wait a minute. This says exactly what they tell us, and I'm going to show you. Hall County has a renewal SPLOST. The SPLOST 9 or whatever renewal would be a continuation of a general special purpose local option that has been in place in Hall County since 1985. This 1% sales tax is collected on sales of certain goods, blah, blah, blah. The outlay, now listen to this, outlay projects. The fund is specific capital outlay projects, including but not limited to courthouses, jails, roads, bridges, public safety, vehicles and equipment, park improvements, and facility upgrades. Now keep in mind, they never talk about the M&O. So they brag to you, you bring the SPLOST in. We'll talk about this. You're the one that started this. I didn't. You started this. They tell you about the SPLOST. They tell you how much it comes in. Then they tell you it's only 1 penny, right? It's only 1 penny. And how much they raise. And they can buy cars for the sheriff's department. They can buy new cars for what? school safety enforcement officers. Well, you can't go wrong with that, right? They can build this new building they've needed for some, but guess what they can't use the money for? Lights, employees, right? The electric bill, the employees, the heating, the cooling, whatever. You can't use the money for that. Overhead, that is incurred extra cost to you, the taxpayer. Now, revenue cannot be used for operations or maintenance expenditures. Projects funded by SPLOST are intended to benefit the whole county, either by standing alone or combination with the county municipal capital outlay projects. It is never ending. Now, so I hope you will not get too upset with me when I tell you where you've gone wrong. Because you know I love you. You know I do. Got it? All right, so let me get back to this, okay? Here's where the indoctrination, you use the word renewal. Now, I understand. You're going to say, well, no, really, it is a renewal. You know, it's every 6 years. No. So I went up to the podium one night, back when I used to irritate county commissioners on a regular basis. And I went to the SPLOST was on the ballot. They were going to put a SPLOST on the ballot. And this is not for you to hate SPLOST. I'm not campaigning. This is up to you. But I'm going to give you one of the many problems, because these are on the ballot in November. And you have a couple of them. You have SPLOST, special, local, SP, special purpose, local option sales tax. Then you have SPLOST, education. It goes to education. Then they gave you a SPLOST for transportation. And it's only a penny, folks. So here's the thing. So I went to the podium one night and I asked commissioners, I said, Mr. Chairman, why are you raising my taxes? Because I'm anti-tax. I always give you, well, how do you intend to buy your cars and your sheriff cars and your school buses, and how do you intend to purchase all those services and ambulances and fire trucks? Okay, I'm anti-tax. Say it again. All right? I just am. Now, that being said, I said to the commissioner, I said, hey, I got to get through this. I'm going to do several segments on this. I got an update on the another article out of Alabama this time on the Frost family, or the First Liberty Building and Loan. Got to be careful. Attorneys are standing by. It makes you think of the Frost family. But anyhow, so I said, why are you raising my taxes? I'm not raising your taxes. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. It's a renewal. I said, no, you're raising my taxes. I take offense that you're saying I'm raising your taxes. I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative. Then don't raise my taxes. Got really angry with me. Really angry. How do you see I'm raising your taxes? Because this expires. This tax is in a box. It expires. It's over. If you don't take any action tonight to put it back on the ballot, it's not a renewal. It's new. It's brand new every time you put it on. It's brand new. It's not a renewal. I mean, I'm not renewing my damn car tags and registration every year. I'm not renewing my damn driver's license every 8 years. This is a new tax. Every time you put it on the ballot, The people have to go and decide if they want it, and you don't go and vote if you want something, if it's a damn renewal. It's a renewal. So quit using the word. I got in trouble that night anyhow. Now, you need to settle down. I said, okay, I'll settle down. Folks, you tag on your boat, your fishing license. You understand? Now, I don't care if you get mad at me. I don't want to hear you say renewal one more time. They did that to you. Do not let them say renewal again. Again, one more time. It's not your driver's license. It's not your fishing license. It's not your car insurance. You know, all the above. It's not your tags. Those you renew. This is a brand new tax. You do not put a renewal for my driver's license on the ballot and see if the whole county wants to vote yes on it. That's a renewal. You got me with that yesterday, so daggone bad, because that's always hit me upside the head every time I hear that. That's the manipulation they put out there. So you're telling me nothing changes, right? Okay. So it's something we've always done? Yes, we've always done it. Well, I guess I don't see nothing wrong with it then. First of all, it expires. Got it? It's done. It expires. You have to go back to the taxpayers and ask them, the voters, not taxpayers. You have to go back to the voters and ask them if they want to pay it. That's why you got to put it on a ballot. All right. Now, here's the other thing they do, and I'll get back into it. You send me the messages, I'll get back into it. Now, you may want it. I will never in this segment or any segment ever say vote yes or no. I won't do it. I will just tell you the truth about it. All right? Now, here's where I don't know in Gwinnett County what they sell you on. I don't know what they sell you on in Hall County. Don't take that wrong. But I'll tell you what they sell me on. This was another one. But don't let them say renewal, okay? Ask your commissioner why they're raising your taxes. Well, little girl, sorry, I just had to do that. Well, little girl up there at the podium, honey, you know we've had this since 1985 now, sweetie. Now, sweetheart, now, honey, we've had it since 1985. Now, I don't know why you want to come up here and show yourself tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that, okay? I do not know why that just happened. But let's say anyhow, right? So, bottom line, we've had this since 1985. Well, we've always had it. No, I don't want to hear that again. I want to know why you're raising my taxes. I'm not. Yes, you are. Well, how do you see it that way? Are you going to vote as a commission? Are you going to vote to put it on a ballot for the voters to vote on? Yes. Okay. So you're voting to raise my taxes. No, we're voting to renew it. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're voting to raise my taxes. What happens if you don't do this tonight? Well, it expires. It's over. So this is not a renewal. Quit telling me that. You're raising my tax. Are you a Republican, by the way? Why, sure I am. Are you a conservative? Yes. So you believe in raising taxes as a Republican conservative? How dare you come to this podium and make that kind of accusation of me? I'm not making an accusation. Well, don't you know that we need 8 more fire trucks? Don't you know that? No, I don't know that. What's your statistics on that? Well, we don't have them in front of us. No, I want to know. I want to know how many houses burned down all the way to the ground last year. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. I'll buy you 22 fire trucks. I'm not against the fire truck. You understand? I'm not against the fireman or fire lady or the fire person that gets on. You got it. Just do me a favor. Tell me how many houses burnt to the ground that you did not respond to the fire that you would have saved, and how many lives we lost due to that. And then tell me how many new fire trucks we need to prevent those fires next year. Well, that's not really the case. I mean, what if we have a lot of fires one year and we don't the next year? Well, that's possible. But they always get stumbled on that. They never want to bring you any data. We need a new ambulance. Okay, why? Well, we need a new ambulance. Fire Station 7, it doesn't have one. So you need to park one. It's $250,000. So just show me the data. Now, if you're out there and you're mad at me because you want more ambulances in your community and you want more fire trucks, don't get mad at me. It's your money. That's all I'm going back to. Make these people give you the data, right? Make them give you the data. How many of you have built these monstrous courthouses? Monstrous courthouses. And then you've built, right? You built these monstrous. We have a little problem with the education right now. Is that what we have a problem with? How many of you built in your counties these monstrous Board of Education buildings? Monstrous. I mean, they're enormous. These buildings are what you used to see small corporations in. And then the courthouses, then how many of you have built these monstrous county buildings so you can have 19 people counting the SPLOST money? I just say things like that. You don't have 19 people, right? So I'm going to get off of this. I got to get off of this. It's 10:32. I knew when I seen this, this was going to happen. Now, let me ask you one more question. This is on the SPLOST. Now, this is what I deal with, all right? This is what I deal with, or where we live. We are a we're a tourist community. We used to have factories. Yes, Levi Strauss, right? I'm going to have heart failure. Levi Strauss was exactly 8 miles that way, or 10 miles that way. And that made your 501 red tag Levi's. It's in Mexico. You know what they talk about at the commission meetings now? How much the cabin rental fees should be, and how much the chamber should get out of that split. See, we're a tourist community, and I'm not against the cabin rentals. And don't take anything I'm saying negative, okay? But that's where we're at, right? So you got over here, they'll tell you, all right, well, and I don't trust these numbers. Well, 60% of the SPLOST is being paid by other people that come into our county. So, wait a minute. So, we have a very small rural county here. And what you're telling us is 60% of the 1 penny, someone else is paying it. And we're supposed to cheer because we have other people coming in our county that's helping buy our school buses, helping buy our sheriff's cars and our ambulances and our fire trucks and building our parks. Okay. So the SPLOST is going to bring in $1 million. We'll stay with $1 million. Going to bring in $1 million. So what you're telling us is $600,000 somebody else has brought, but you're still taking $400,000 out of the pockets, out of this economy, right? From the people. Well, if you look at it that way, there's no other way to look at it. You're taking it out of the economy. They're giving it to you. Now, I got to get out of this, but I will tell you this. If you look what they've done, I want to get into eSplost and I want to get into T-Splost tomorrow and next week. Send me every county out there what Splost you have coming up. Now, this is not, you're never going to hear me say vote yes or no. That's up to you. What you're going to have me do is tell you the truth. And if you need the money, your county needs the money. But what it usually ends up doing is turning these counties and schools into these, building corporations. They build and buy and build. We need to cut back. All right, so let me get off that. That was too long. And that's your fault over in Hall County. It's not really your fault. Please, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. Now, we've got to get out and vote Republicans on these two right here. We have to. We got to get out and vote. So, give me, just yesterday, number 5. This is the Frost family. Now, legally, I don't think they are all First Liberty Building and Loan. I think the only one that is legally maybe First Liberty Building and Loan is the man in the plaid, which would be Brant Frost IV. But the entire Frost family, all the way across from the albino rhino, the guy in the dark jacket, that's our albino rhino, Brant, they're all recipients of the moolah. So somehow, some way, the $140 million Ponzi scheme, the money that looks to have been stolen under the name of the Lord. I don't know why these things happen, but the money that looks to be stolen, right, benefited all their little, Every time I see this, I want to say things that I shouldn't say. So moving along. Now, over in Alabama, let me give you this article very briefly. Give me this. This is Alabama, number 41. So this article came out about 22 hours ago. This is enormous. And it's really bad because our Republican Party of Georgia will not distance themselves from this family, these people, in any way whatsoever. They will not draw a separation and get away from them. And we still have a lot of people in the state of Georgia that have not answered questions. I won't bring them up right now. You got like the Weasel, right? You know who the Weasel is? Greg Dolezal. I mean, I keep hearing that Greg Dolezal, I hear this. I've offered him, Greg Dolezal could come on here Monday. I'm busy tomorrow, Monday. And I won't call him the Weasel. I will be respectful. And he can answer all of us, State Senator Greg Dolezal, if he had a couple mil tied into this organization. There's a lot of people that haven't answered the questions yet. Now, that being said, Alabama Securities Commission receives influx of calls about alleged Georgia Ponzi scheme. All right. Now, what I find interesting in this article that just came out over in Alabama, the Alabama Securities Commission has been receiving a large, give me number 42. Alabama Securities Commission has been receiving a large amount of phone calls regarding an alleged Ponzi scheme involving a prominent Georgia man. I just got hung on prominent there for a minute. ASC Director Amanda Seen, is that her name? Seen, said Tuesday, we were inundated with phone calls about that scheme. We wanted to make sure the public knew that if we had investors that were harmed, we were monitoring and we would evolve it, and it would evolve or get engaged if necessary. Seen said to the commissions during the regular meeting. She told the commission the ASC was working with Alabama Secretary of State Wes Allen to ensure the money was returned. We're in contact with authorities regularly, so we're on top of that there and working with the Secretary of State for assistance we can provide there and vice versa. Now, I want to get down here. Seen said in an interview Tuesday, we're still continuing to monitor the information that comes out of the investigation. And if there is an Alabama interest that is not protected or addressed by Georgia investigations, we will certainly enter the fold. Now you hear Allen called for all politicians and political action committee to return to contributions. Now, here's something I want to know from you. I want you to ask you this question. And if somebody out there can help me with this, and we got to get off this, we got a couple more things to do today. Then Rep. Andrew Swirl, Republican, is it Muscle Shoals, who is now the Alabama State Auditor, Ben Harrison, Republican, Elkmont, and Alabama State Board of Education member Alan Long are among Republican officials who received contributions from the Frost. And according to the campaign financial records, the Frost family members or businesses contributed at least $132,000 to Alabama politicians. Swirl and the PAC. Now this I need help with. Swirl and his PAC, Alabama Christian Citizens, received at least $71,000 in contributions from the Frost family. Searle's PAC also made a loan of $29,000 to Frost's company, First Liberty Building and Loan. So let me ask you a question. This is where I need help, and I got to get out of this one. So this PAC received $71,000. How does it make it? The PAC also made a loan to the Frost company? A loan for $29,000? This thing is a mess. This thing is an absolute nightmare. We told you G. Hayes, right? What's his name? Hayes, the receiver. They just went back to the court and said, look, we've got to have some extra accountants. We've got to have some extra attorneys. This thing is a total disaster, a mess. Right, Josh McCone? Just asking. Just saying. Wow. But let's gloss over number 5, how the Frost family participated. This same family participated at the same time First Liberty Building and Loan was absolutely broke and had already, I'm pretty sure, been interviewed by the SEC. They were helping oversee our Georgia Republican Party convention election cycle. Interesting. Now, take that down. I'm just going to put this out. I got to say this right here. You remember, hey, Diane, before I get in trouble, can you do me a favor? Don't get upset with me. Can you go into yesterday's pictures and get me this one right here? If you go to yesterday's pictures, and I don't get in too much trouble. I know I have. Can you get me 78 from yesterday and put it on the screen? I just want to tell you this, all right? I won't belabor it. I won't spend any more time on it. Now keep in mind, Kemp's on his way to South Korea. He's on his way to South Korea. I've brought that up. I brought that up. He's on his way to South Korea. And I read 3 South Korean newspapers every morning. And give me number 39. Folks, they're not letting he's on his way over there. They're going to tell you from his office. All right. Kemp and what happened at Hyundai. They're going to tell you that Brian Kemp already had this trip planned. It's an economic development trip. It's to the South Asian peninsula there, the Korean peninsula. That's what they're going to tell you for the media's sake. But this is an international problem. Korea steps up pressure on U.S. over tariffs and visa dispute. I'm telling you right now, I've read these articles. They are not happy. And he's on his way over there. Korea is intensifying pressure on the United States over unresolved visa issues and stalled negotiations on the $350 billion investment package, signaling that Seoul will not yield to Washington demands. Now, go back to the Kemp picture. And you know what happened down at Hyundai, right? And I've told you, I told you, South Korea has an enormous investment. Now, Trump just had the president over here, pushed him for $350 billion. And I'm going to tell you what's going on with commerce and Trump in the White House. You have Ford. Yes. You have other manufacturers. Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan. They're calling Trump and saying, look, tell Kemp to get his ass over there and figure this out. Just putting it out there. I will keep up with it. I will keep up with it. Don't forget. Now, let me really upset you today. So, 54, I'm going to need a little help with this. All right? I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to study this one a little more today because I really don't like to bring information if I'm not really in tune. This is going to be, number 54, a serious problem. And I'll tell you why. All you hear is the noise. Now, we have a Secretary of State's race, okay? We have a Secretary of State's race. And we have a lady that entered the Democrat side that I've shown you this week, earlier in the week. we have candidates on the Republican side. We've got a duo candidate. I mean, I don't understand it myself. I don't want a duo candidate. I've already got Brian and Marty. So I don't dislike the people, but, this, this vaudeville act, this husband and wife act, I call it an act. Let me say, please don't call and tell them that. I'll get in all kinds of trouble. I don't dislike the people when I say act, but their show is on the road, and that is Janelle and Kelvin. And I like Kelvin King. I like Janelle King, but this right here, they are going to try to sell voters that if they go with a Democrat Secretary of State, or if they go with Gabriel Sterling, don't throw stuff at me, and watch what happens, watch what Gabe does in his, that this is going to calm down. And this is done on purpose. I always watch what the AJC writes. Dysfunction junction, right? This is a setup. Are you telling me you don't like Dr. Janice Johnston? No, I never said that. I like her. Are you telling me you don't like Janelle King? No, I never said that. You didn't hear me say that. I'm telling you that this is a setup. Okay? There's a reason that says dysfunction junction. This is the layout, number 55. I'm trying to tell you from a different view. I can't wait for Ed Martin to get the ballots that he has subpoenaed from Fulton County. I can't wait. I can't wait for these people to go to prison. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to people going to prison, getting the ballots, correcting this. I'm on board. What we're doing here, and the reason you're tuned in, is we're looking at what they're going to do to try to manipulate the people that don't pay attention. They just don't want to hear the noise anymore. That's a big percentage. An argument among the state election board deteriorated Wednesday when the board's executive director challenged its chair to be a man and relinquish power over the meeting schedule. There was a spat. The board 3-member Republican majority clashed again with its Republican chair, John Waffle House Favera, who last year criticized the board's behavior. The chairman is unwilling to do the will of the majority, said Executive Director James Mills, who was hired by the majority earlier this year. So they hired this guy. You can be a man and accept it, or you can deny it. But that's the truth. Fivier took offense. I don't need you to sit up here and question my manhood, said Fivier, a Georgia Kemp appointee. I feel like I'm reading a bedtime story to children. Oh! Acting like children? When we come back in a couple months, right? Why did you vote for so-and-so? I'm just tired of all that back and forth. I don't know what it's all about, but I get tired of that stuff. I don't need you to sit up here and question my manhood. Number 56, the squabble focused on whether Favera would bend to the majority's demand that he agree to the meeting times that they set. Favera said, we would work with the majority, but wants to review notices before posting them online. But Republicans and Democrats called the board dysfunctional during a House study committee last month. That committee is considering changes to the state election board that could be brought up during next year's legislative session. Watch Gabriel Sterling, watch the Democrats, and watch Kelvin King. And what's that other guy that's running? I lost my, what's his name? Tim Fleming. All right. Keep an eye on it. Now, I want to tell you something here. He had the machines. I get it. I always want to hear that he had the machines. But I want to explain this one to you, right? Give me number 48. Watch this here. Ready? Now, here's Brad Raffensperger. Thank you to North Fulton, John Creek Rotary Club for the warm welcome today. I was thrilled to spend time with the community and enjoy a wonderful lunchtime discussion on strengthening our state. Wait a minute. That didn't say welcome, thank you, Fulton County Republican Party, right? That didn't say that. That didn't say I had a great time with the Republican Party of this county and that county, and that doesn't have him with all these people around him with his campaign sign and pictures. Nope. That's the Johns Creek Rotary Club. And give me number 49. And it was probably packed. And I would say he got a standing ovation. I would say he got a standing ovation. Now, there he is. Go back. There's something I want you to highlight there. To that last one, number 48 or whatever it was. You see it says Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, and it's official. The Georgia Secretary of State. He will campaign across that's all paid for. That's all paid for. You paid for that. He will campaign. This is his campaign. I'm telling you right now. Now, I'm not telling you that he will not attend any Republican county meetings. I'm not saying he won't do that. He may do several. But I'm going to tell you now that he will do this. And I told you before when he ran for Secretary of State the second time, this is Rotary Club. He will do Chamber of Commerce, Rotary Club, Lions Club, whatever club, all across the state. And he will do it as Secretary of State of Georgia. And all he's got to do is put up some data about Secretary of State's office. And this is all paid for. You pay for it. He can get out, his office can get out and give a report all over the state, as he calls it. So I just wanted you to see that out there. When's he going to start his campaign? He's campaigning. Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, number 58. I probably shouldn't end the show this way, but I'm going to do an unusual thing. I'm going to do an unusual thing. Before you go, the AJC Politics. This guy is running for governor he's a Democrat. He's running for governor of Georgia. And he's a state senator, and he was Senate District 35 as about a blue district as you can come across. All right. And he is a blue district, and he has resigned so he could campaign full-time for governor as a Democrat there and raise money during the session. But he didn't need to do that now. I mean, October, November, December, right? He could have late October, early December, mid-December. But he didn't. He resigned his seat because now there has to be a special election. I have to say thank you, and I'm going to throw it out to Governor Kemp. I know, please, damn it. I have to say thank you to Governor Kemp because what he planned to do, let's read, this was the game plan. This was the game plan all along. What he wanted to do is he wanted to resign. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger scheduled a special election for the State Senate District 35 for November 18th. Now, Raffensperger has to schedule it. That's the official. The Secretary of State schedules your election. But the governor makes the call on when that election will take place, when you have a special election. Democrat Jason Estevez resigned to focus on his run for governor. If necessary, a runoff will be held December 16th for the district that covers parts of Atlanta and Cobb County. He resigned. You see, it's set for November 18th. He resigned in plenty of time. And what his hope was is that the governor would set his election, his special election, in this very blue district at the same time as this. Give me number 4. Same time. He did this on purpose. The Democrats did this on purpose. I mean, I got to give Kemp credit on this, folks. All right, quit yelling at me. I can hear it through the camera. Qualified candidates, District 2, District 3, November, what is that? Was it November 4th? When is that election? Anybody got a date on that election? First Tuesday in November. Hold on, I'm going to pull this up. Right, is that November? Is it November 4th? Okay, yeah, yes or no? Right, November 4th. Right? So, that election... that election is November 4th. And what he did, right, is he resigned early enough. It could have been done. He wanted the governor, and it's going to cost more money, all right? Hold on. You guys got to... All right, I'm going to go watch this. Thank you very much. You sent me a video. Thank you. Thank you. I can go watch it. I appreciate it. His intention was to get the governor saying, oh, we already have an election November 4th, to put the special election on his district, Jason Estevez, on November 4th with this, to bring out the Democrat vote. Now, it is going to cost more money for the city of Atlanta, and it is going to cost more money for Cobb County to have that special election. And normally, I would get upset. With this right here. November 18th. Give me number 58 one more time. We got to go. It's 11:05. Normally, I would get upset with this. All right? I would get upset with this because November 18th, it's going to cost more money to have this election. But this was done intentionally, hoping the governor would put this on the ballot the same time as the PSC race to bring Democrats out. So I've said it 4 times. I probably shouldn't say it again for another 3 weeks, but I've got to thank Governor Brian Kemp for that one. Give me number 2. Let's get out of here. This fish fry Saturday. Now, I've told you over and over and over, buy a table, sponsor, get your banner. If you're a candidate, I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 GOPs are coming together to sponsor this. And they're blowing it up all in their area in the middle of Georgia. And I'm putting it out. Everybody's putting it out. If you're a candidate and you're looking for votes and volunteers and people to help your campaign, this is where you need to be Saturday. Well, I'm not on a schedule to speak. I can't speak for them. But call them up. Call them up. I mean, you may be late. Boom. They might give you a minute. I don't know. But at least you need to get down there and shake hands with the voters. Because I'm going to have a table there for 3 solid hours, just like you see here. And I'm going to have microphones, and we're going to have voters come up and talk. Sit down. Hey, come over here. Sit down. Well, how are you doing today? How are you? How are you? And your family? How's your mom and them? I'm going to do a mom and them. How's your mom and them? All right? Right? It's going to be great. But it's 100% dedicated at getting you, the voters, the most information. That's always my focus when I cover political things. Those of you know me. And then again, it's a fish fry. That's a fish fry. Just saying. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Thank you very much, Diane, for not yelling at me for it being 11:07. And we'll see you in the morning. How's your mom and them?